started feeling lonely. The thought never crossed my mind. Even now, never tears are rolling down my eyes. Happy tears, the sadness in the sky. I can't imagine being on this earth now. So bad, can't sleep, can't breathe. Don't feel Welcome, Meli'sa Morgan, to Champagne and Conversations. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm trying to get this. Uh-oh. What do we
Oh, you're
do?
there. There you are. Can you hear
Okay.
me?
Yes, I've got a screen on top of me, and he's left me. Got it.
You got it. Yay. Well, welcome. Cheers to you. Welcome to Champagne and Conversations. And
Yes.
today, ladies and gentlemen, we allowed our living legend, our icon, who we adore, Meli'sa, to do the craft mocktails. Let me say that, craft mocktails today. So you have, what are you sipping on?
I'm sipping on like a sweet lemonade with raspberries and blackberries. Yes, because I
Yes.
don't drink alcohol, so
I
that's what.
know, and that's why we said mocktails today. And I have ginger beer with a cinnamon stick. So cheers to you.
Yes, let's taste.
Hmm.
Yum.
How
Yum.
amazing.
Beer. I should have thought about ginger beer.
Well, now you know when we finish, you can go have you one. Yes. Well,
Yeah.
welcome. It's so awesome to spend time with you today. It's Black Music Month, so happy Black Music Month to you.
Oh,
Happy Juneteenth to you. It's such an
thank,
honor, such a
thank
pleasure.
you. Yes, we celebrated Juneteenth at my First Baptist Church on
Okay,
Sunday. They had it outside, and I performed, and
nice.
Ken Overeen performed, and it was really, really, really nice. I've been traveling all weekend because I went to New Orleans on
Uh,
and then Brooklyn, I did a show on Saturday, and then Sunday we did Juneteenth. And I tell you, those airlines are a hot mess.
are they? Are they? So you're back home now and you're in Queens.
Yes, I'm in
Okay.
Queens because I have a condo here in Queens, and but we came back. I usually stay in South Carolina since the pandemic because it's easier, and there's only 32,000 people where my house is in South Carolina, so we
Uh-huh.
drove to South Carolina on like Wednesday and got here Wednesday night to leave on Thursday. And when we got to the airport, and guess who was at the airport? The Temptations.
Oh, yay! Still
Yes,
in Black Music Month. How amazing.
yes, if you go on my page, you'll see a picture of me at JFK with the Temptations. And we all were there ready to get on the flight to New Orleans. And it got delayed 3 times and then canceled. And then we all had to leave and come back the next day. Yep.
Are you serious? Was it storming?
Well, that's what they said, but it wasn't storming in New York. So this is what I tell people. If you have a show, don't try to leave on the same day of your show. You're going to be in trouble. These airlines are something. Try to leave a day or two before your show, and hopefully you'll get there by the day of your show because they
Right.
luggage and everything. So thank God I always pack a little something,
I
something.
saw that. I was like, listen, your lost luggage did well. That, that
I,
little outfit was cute.
I don't wear like the bra and the jacket was
That
from
was super cute.
the jacket that I had from the airport in case I got cold. I said, you know what? Let's just fold it and not get it dirty because it was white. And I put it on, and my fiance was like, "You're going on stage like that?" I was like,
It was
"Yeah."
cute. Tell him you did that. You represented. I loved it. I was just laughing when you said I had I had to figure it out because I didn't have my bag. I was like, well, you figured it out because that was cute. The higher source knew. Let her just figure this out because
Yeah,
that worked. Yeah. Yeah. So you'll probably be booked the rest of the year after that
you know
concert.
that when you oh,
Gotta give them what they want. That's it. That
yeah.
is it. So that's amazing. So now when you're traveling and you're doing your performances, are you doing all of your music, your old music and your new music, or how do you put it together?
Yes, I'm doing old and let me hold for because cat just got on the bed. Let me hold my drink.
Yes.
We do right now I'm doing the Footprints of an Angel to open the show
Okay.
because way to do it to just let people take a moment and remember their lost loved ones because that's what the song is about.
Yes.
And then we pop right into the classics, honey, the love changes and the, Fool's Paradise and Do You Still Love Me and the Do Me Baby. Yeah, we go right into the classics. Yes, we do.
The
Uh-huh.
timeless, that's for sure. Now, speaking of Footprints of an Angel, which is what we came in on, and I love it. It's so smooth and melodic. What was the inspiration behind that?
Well, the inspiration behind that is that they asked me to do a movie. And the name of the movie is called Footprints of an Angel. And I play the mother of a daughter that I lose to cancer.
Okay.
And I have
Okay.
to sing my own daughter's funeral. Yes. So
Wow.
it's very emotional. And after I did my part, in the movie, I went home and I was like, you guys need a theme song. So all weekend, I was listening to David Ruffin of the Temptations. Isn't that something?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
just
And you saw him.
yes, his deliverance of the song. And then right after that, I was watching YouTube and Ain't Nothing Like the Real Thing came on. And I was like, wow, if I could get the beginning of Ain't Nothing Like the Real Thing and sing it like a female David Ruffin, we have something here. And my fiance, again, thanks to him, he does beats.
Yes.
He came home and he put the music together and we started writing and we went in the
So
studio
sweet.
and we have Footprints of an Angel, and we are so excited because it's number 3 on the independent charts now, and number 6 on the.
Congratulations.
So yes, we're hoping for that number 1, and we're just happy that everyone likes it, and they're just in my corner because I haven't been out with anything in a while.
It's
Yeah,
okay. We know the iconic Meli'sa Morgan. So when you step out, we just say, pull the curtains back. Let's see what she has.
thank
Cheers
you.
to you on that
Thank
for
you.
sure. I kind of thought that that might have been in memory of your father because I
Yeah,
know that you spoke so much about your relationship, and I thought that was just wonderful that
yeah.
you guys were so close, and you spoke of how you guys were together, and when you needed to, you went right back to him and that. So I thought that was what the
Right.
song was about.
Yes, and
But
what was I said? Remembrance of my but the movie inspired that and the movie is going to come out this summer and it's also
okay,
called Angel and we're just elated just elated that all of this is coming together
absolutely
we lost so many people during the pandemic. It
right,
was crazy. We lost
right.
loved ones, we lost celebrities, we lost people we didn't expect to go that just had COVID and they were fine one week and then gone the next week. So this song has a real special meaning during this time for the
It's
people in
purpose.
Buffalo. Oh my gosh, Texas, just all this horror happening over the gun violence and so we're just praying that everyone gets something, some truth from this song.
Yes, it's beautiful and definitely timely. Fortunately and unfortunately, as you stated, with all the loss, that does add just some comfort, some relax
Yeah,
to it, if you can find some peace and,
yeah,
in sorrow.
yeah. But
So,
you know, they're really spirits walking and talking with us and looking over us and all memories aren't sad. All some memories are good, and I want people to remember the good in the ones that they've lost, and not walk around sad. And one of the most famous designers that I love his sneakers, Alexander McQueen. He couldn't go on after his mother. And maybe if somebody had a song like this that says she's walking and talking with you, she's right here, her spirit is right here, maybe that might have helped.
Inspired him to keep going.
Yeah,
Love it. And congratulations on the success of it. I know we had an opportunity to chat about it when it first came out. So I feel privileged here on Champagne and Conversations that we were able to get it really early and put it out. And actually, again, having this conversation with you is it is just adding to it. But we want to give you your roses for all of what you've done over the decades. Your music,
thank
your catalog is phenomenal. It is phenomenal. And just the fact that you started, very early, but just came out of the gates in essence with hit after hit after hit. It's just so much of an honor to sit and share that with you. So, and getting into that, I know that you've had so much of a career as it related to starting in the gospel with the church, and then your first few groups that you started with, which I will tell you, Body to Body. I like that song. I like it.
Oh my, yeah, that Body to Body was something else.
Yeah, and it did well. You didn't
Yes,
anticipate it, but it did well.
we did. I was hired as a background singer for that. There was a session song,
Uh-huh.
and me and two of my dear friends, Don Hamilton and Cookie Watkins, and they hired us to sing, the background. And we went in there and tore that thing up. Keep it, that's
It's
Body.
so good.
Oh, we said, all of my body, I want to be a body, all of my body, all of my. We was all up in the studio just tearing it. And after we finished, we said, okay, so we was ready to get our little, let me tell you, back then, the most you made was $75, singing background if you wasn't in the union. So we was ready to get our
Wow.
dollars and go home. And the
Uh-huh.
singer didn't show up. So Patrick Adams, he said, do one of y'all want to sing the lead? And Cookie is, she's lower, and Dawn is falsetto. So he says, you sing the lead. I said, okay. And I remember it like it was yesterday. I was eating an apple, and I was like, okay, I'll sing it. Let me finish my apple. How much you gonna pay me?
You negotiating before I get started.
He was so cheap. And he's another $75. But back then we was like, 70. Oh God, I'm gonna
Oh,
make one.
wow. To sing the
Hey, yeah,
entire song. Yeah.
yeah, okay, I'll do it. Child, and I went in and sang that song, and 2 weeks later, it was on the radio. I said, you know
Radio.
what? First of all, I should have charged him more money. But
Yeah,
yeah, it was
absolutely.
radio, and they tried to put a group together, and it kind of didn't work for me. The girls are beautiful. They tried to put one of those gorgeous Supreme groups together, and it was wonderful. But they really couldn't sing, like the caliber that I was used to, with singing with people. So my friend Don, who actually was one of the background singers, he booked groups, and he said, "I can book you out as Meli'sa Morgan of Shades of Love."
Mm-hmm.
And I said, okay. And he booked me all over the country. Meli'sa Morgan of Shades of Love. And I made money. And so I really didn't feel bad about that $75 because
Because you made it back.
we cleaned. Girl, we cleaned up on that one.
I love it. The success of your career. I just love the conversations that you've had about your music and the fact that you wanted to in essence cover the board. So you were in production, songwriting, and actually performing. You made certain that you had your involvement in it all. And I love that. You guys have so much to offer. As I say, the legends can pour back into us that are learning the arts, the music, the
Yeah,
culture, and just getting into what we want to do is just like, here's what you got to do, and this is how you
yeah,
have to be dedicated to it. So that's great
yeah.
gems for sure.
And I went to Juilliard School of Music. I went to Lee
Yes,
Strasberg School of Acting. I toured the country with Kashif. I toured the country
yes.
with Shaka Khan. And all of that was like my learning experience. It was like my college. It really was like my college. And I thought about that because I was like, wow, I'm going to leave Juilliard's. I left Juilliard's to go on tour with Shaka Khan. And that was a hard decision because like, oh, I want to learn classical and I want to learn music theory and all that stuff. And I sat down and spoke to my dad, and he said, you sing R&B, so the best lesson that you're going to learn is to go, because I had the Shaka Khan pictures all over my wall and everything. So, feel it. So when I got the
Yeah.
call to Shaka Khan, he was like, I'm not telling you to leave school, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
telling you that if you want that experience
Take
to
the
to learn
opportunity.
what you need to learn to be an R&B singer,
Right.
this your opportunity. God dropped it in
Yes,
your lap. Go. And I went on tour with Shaka Khan, and it was the best thing for me. Yeah.
absolutely. Give us a Shaka Khan story. You have one? Anything on tour that was just like an amazing moment you guys shared?
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. First of all, I
I
used
love
to make. I had a guy named Kevin that was making my clothes at
it.
that time. I used to sing at the Cellar in New York and
Yes.
understairs and all that. So I had my little gigs before I went on the road with Shaka. And I had this guy named Kevin who was a seamstress, and he would make my outfits. And so when I sang with Shaka the first time, she liked my outfits. And she says, okay, well, design me something. And we designed her like 3 or 4 outfits. And I designed her this red dress. It was really beautiful with a slit down the side. And she said, it's too hot. Said the dress is too hot. So I said, okay, well then let's make her something black with with
Uh-huh.
with material and and with the straggly cloth stuff. And she loved that outfit, and she wore
Wow.
that. It was her favorite outfit. She wore that thing through the whole tour. She loved it. So a
Oh,
little
that's amazing.
where, yeah. And
Yes. I mean, what sisterhood is that? Shaka is part of your life.
because I did that when we got to Los Angeles, her mother bought a trunk full of clothes that she used to wear like back in the sweet thing days. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
She was like a
Uh-huh.
size 0. And see, I was like a size like 4 when I went out with Shaka. Probably like a 10 now, but
Well,
but I was
that's the way you have to be nowadays.
like, I was a and she said, go in the trunk, Meli'sa, and find what you want. So wait a minute. This is shocking. This is classic shock. I'm sorry. So I went in and I found this denim outfit some of they had made from. It had the leather and the feathers and the strings and stuff. And I put the outfit on with the little bra top, like the bra top ketchup,
The one
and her outfit. I know you. And I was like, I felt like I was Shaka Khan. Do you know after the show, she said, Meli'sa, I'm going to need that back.
you thought you had one for the the trunk show for the next city.
A little bit too much like me. I'm going to need that outfit back. And she took it back. Yes, she
That
did.
is too much. That is too. I love it, and it had to have been fun, and the
Oh,
music too was just
yeah.
great.
I
Songs.
had the street, she had the leather top and the denim and all the feathers. And you couldn't tell me nothing. I had the hair. She was looking at me back there, she was like, well, Lisa, I'm gonna need that back.
You're having too much fun. And you're like, well, I made you something in place of this. You
Back.
got something new.
Yeah, like I'm gonna take that and make another top or something with it. Because by then she was a little heavy, but she took it back. Yes, she did.
That is so amazing.
I
How fun is
still love
that?
her.
I know. I love her too. She actually was just here performing in Virginia. So they said that concert was very nice. And then
Oh,
of
that's
course what she did.
in Lynchburg, Virginia. Yeah.
Yeah. And
July, yeah.
huh?
I'm going to be in Lynchburg, Virginia, July 16th.
Oh, you are. Okay.
Yeah, with oh my God, Life Jennings, Full Force,
Nice.
and a whole bunch of other groups. Go on my social media. I'm going to be
I'll
in Lynch.
check that out. Yes. I have good girlfriends from Lynchburg. We may
Oh,
have to come and say hello to you.
well, just let me know. Just let me
Yes.
know.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's about an hour or so from me, but that's not far at
Yes,
all. So now in your time that you were doing your backup singing, you also had the opportunity to work with Whitney Houston and Melba Moore. And
yes,
I want to get a story from you from either or, whatever you would like to share, as it was being backup for these. I will call them all divas, but I'm certain that they were all lovely to work with. But just for the fact that we know every
yeah.
woman had their own demands, so I just would love to know how it was.
Oh my God. Well, I'll share the Keith and Whitney story because
Okay.
he told me, he said, come in the studio. And it was in New Jersey. And he says, I want you to sing on this song. Clive Davis has signed Sissy Houston's daughter, Whitney Houston. I was like, wow, okay. I kind of knew of Sissy. She had her records out, and you kind of knew her legacy with Soul Sweet Inspiration and them singing behind everyone. So I was like, wow, this will be fun. So I'm sitting there waiting, because we're waiting on Whitney, and Whitney walks in, and she's tall, you know what I'm saying? And she had the short curly hair, and she's on the phone. And back then, it was the bigger cell phone.
In a bag.
Yeah, that's funny. And she's, Mom, Mom, if you don't stop these church people from calling me, I'm going to change my number. And you're not even going to be able to reach me. So I'm sitting there and I'm going, she could possibly be talking to Sissy.
And
And
was she?
yes, she was. And they go, and because she comes in, Whitney, this is Meli'sa Morgan, and she's going to be singing background. Well, hey, girl, how you doing? And so, Mom, I got to go. And I mean it. I mean it. I mean it. And so when she wakes up, I said, what mom are you talking to? She said, I'm talking to my
Hers.
Miss Sissy Houston. I said, you can't talk to your mom. And she said, yes, I can, because she's giving all the church folks my number, and they're calling me and want me to do events and want me to come to church and this, that. And if she doesn't stop, I'm changing my number, and she won't even be able to reach me either. And I was like, wow, what a diva. and
The
but she was
ultimate.
person. We went into the studio, and because she was telling us our parts, she was like, "Well, Lisa, you sing that part, and I'll sing this, and then we'll sing this together." She said, that part is too high for me. I don't want to sing that tonight. And we went in and did that song, and it's one of the hits on her first album. I keep thinking about you, baby. Oh, so tell me what you're gonna do. Got me thinking about you, me. All I wanna do is.
I love it. Oh my
Yes,
goodness.
we became friends.
Yes.
She would come into the studio when I was doing stuff with Kashif, and she invited me to her baby shower, her bridal shower, the wedding, just everything. And I love her mom, Sissy. I've done shows with her, and I just what was it, a couple of years ago when they had the Grammys, I went to the street naming for Sissy, and we just cried because we miss her so much. I
Whitney,
miss,
yes, rest in
yeah,
peace.
miss her
Mm.
so much. But yes, I'm friends with Dion and Sissy and her brother and Pat and just everyone. And we love you, Whitney. And listen to this. my video from Footprints of an Angel was inspired by Whitney Houston's video, Waiting to Exhale, because I
Okay.
wanted to on that stage alone like she was on Waiting to Exhale. So
Yes.
that's why when I'm singing Footprints of an Angel, I'm on that stage alone with the lights on like that because Whitney is one of my lost loved ones. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's we got an exclusive. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my, that is so amazing that she
I,
inspired that.
yes, I loved it. So thank you, Whitney, and truly miss you. Rest in peace. Yeah.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
So
And
that's
just
Whitney.
the
Whitney.
yes, cheers
Yes.
to you, my love. Yes, absolutely. Rest in peace, Whitney. And now you may as well keep your glass up because now I'm going to take you on another journey
Okay.
and hear about your beloved Prince and the relationship that you guys right. Cheers. Mm-hmm.
Prince, when I did uh
Do me, baby.
Do Me Baby, I didn't pick that song. It was picked by the record executive, actually the president of Capitol Records. And I was on the road with Kashif, and we had just finished opening up for Gladys Knight and the Pips on Broadway. It was a Sunday. I'll never forget it. It was a Sunday. And all of his management team was there. Melba, Charles Huggins, who was married to Melba, Bo Huggins, who's Charles Huggins' brother, and they were all there because this show was on Broadway. It was Kashif opening for Gladys Knight, and I was singing background with Kashif on the road. And so I go backstage and I walk past Kashif's room, and Charles Huggins says, Melba's husband, Meli'sa, Meli'sa Morgan. And I said, yeah. And he says, come in here for a minute. And I went in. He says, listen, you done sang background behind everyone. We know you sang behind Shaka. Now you're doing Kashif's tour. Don't you think it's time for you to do your own thing and be in the forefront? And I said, well, yeah, I love to. The opportunity arose. And he said, come in the office tomorrow morning. And they were on 58th Street, oh God, between Broadway and 7th or something like that, but on 58th Street. He gave me the address. He said, come in the office tomorrow, be there at 10 o'clock in the morning. And I said, well, okay. And I literally went into the office at 10 o'clock. And by 11 o'clock, I was signed to Capitol Records.
How
That's,
beautiful was that,
yeah.
right?
And,
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
And so when they told me I was signed, I said, okay. And he says, we're going to get you some producers, but you and Lisette, who I had worked with Shaka Khan, who was her musical director, and also was
Hmm.
that song Funkin' for Jamaica. I said, well, I'm working with Lisette. We're writing songs. He said, you go and you write your songs and you bring him in and you work with Bo. He'll be your executive producer to help you pick your songs and stuff. And he said, there's only one catch, though. The president of Capitol Records, Don Grierson, has this song on hold called Do Me Baby. And he said the next female artist that he signs to Capitol has got to do that record, and you're the next one. And I was like,
Talking about
okay.
pressure.
Yeah, yeah.
Pressure.
Yeah. I went home and told my dad we was elated about the record deal, and I told my dad,
Absolutely.
yeah, one catch. They want me to sing this song called "Do Me, Baby," and I don't want to sing that type of song. I don't want that to be like my first type of song. And my father looked at me and he said, "Well, can you sing the song?" Because they sent me home with the song, and I said, "Oh yeah, I can sing it because I know Prince. We all love Prince. We was going to Prince concerts since day one at the bottom
Mhm.
line." And everything when Andre Harrell was coming out in the clear plastic pants. Do you remember that? With the clear,
History. No, not the clear pants. I'm trying to
plastic.
think who told me about him showing up in these outfits, though. What? Yeah,
Yeah,
we've had that conversation before. him showing up. Hmm.
Classic pants, Joe. It's like you can see everything. Thank God. But we'll get into that another time. But all the Princess stuff.
Show business.
Yeah. And Andre Simone he just texted me on Facebook the other day and said, "Hey, Meli'sa." So I told my dad, I said, "Well, yeah, I can sing the song." He said, "Well, if you can sing the song, baby girl, go and sing the heck out of it." And so, with my dad's permission, I went in the studio with Paul Lawrence, and it happened to be this is the first time I'm ever telling this because I remember it happened to be the same studio in New Jersey that I sang with Whitney Houston, because that was the studio in New Jersey that all the producers went to.
Yes. How
Yes,
beautiful is that?
yeah, it was the same
The
exact booth.
stars aligned.
Yep, that I sang Thinking About You with Whitney Houston. And I went in with my friend that I had sang background with at the Cellar and all the clubs in New York. His name was Clifford. And I said, "Clifford, you're going to sing background with me on this song." And me and Clifford went in there and we tore Do Me Baby up. Yep.
Tore it up. Indeed, you
Yeah.
did. And it went number one.
Yeah. For
Yes.
four. Yeah.
And
Mhm.
Prince said, You did more than just the song
Yeah.
because you made it more than he did.
Yes, he said, "Thank you for a great song." And I was like, "A great song is your song." He said, "No, but you made it a hit." And that was really big for him. Yeah. Yeah. Because
Huge.
he loved that song. Yeah.
Huge, and it was amazing. Yes, such a, and I saw that you guys had such a kindred spirit with, with one another, so that was beautiful as well. And obviously just, remembering those that have transitioned and your relationships with them, it just speaks to you, the being that you are, and being able to carry such powerful individuals. And of course we love them as legends and icons of music and art, and those are your friends. Like, I just want to take it in. I just want to get all of that energy.
I literally saw Prince. He invited us to a showcase for his band because he was producing his band and he was going to release a record on them. And he invited us to the showcase for his band. Oh my God. And the food was catered. It was just so wonderful. He was there with Tamron Hall. It was just wonderful. And that was literally 3 weeks before he passed away. For some reason, people that I know, and I pray on it, I said, "Oh my God." The same thing happened with Shaka Khan in Marvin Gaye. One of the first gigs that I did with Shaka Khan, she was opening for Marvin Gaye. And they told us to come backstage and meet Marvin Gaye. And they had, I don't know if Marvin Gaye had threats or something like that, but his security guard had actual machine guns. And so, I'm the baby. Even singing with Shaka, I'm like what, 18, something like that,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
17 and 18. And so when they go, because I graduated high school when I was 16. So when they go, "Well, okay, let's go meet Marvin Gaye," but I want to let you know right now, his security guards have machine guns. I'm like, I was like, I'm not going back there. And it was like, "Oh, it's gonna be okay, come on." And I literally almost like teared up. I was like, because I had never been around no machine guns, anything like that. And Shaka said, "No, no, 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 leave her here. She's not used to this. She's a baby. Leave her alone. Leave her alone. She doesn't want to go. Don't go." And I didn't go meet Marvin Gaye because of his security was so. I mean, they literally had machine guns on stage. It was scary. 3 weeks
Wow.
later, he.
Got killed. And they must have known that it was something. They had to have known something was happening to have gone
Yeah.
that extent with his security.
Yep. 3 weeks later, that's when his dad shot him and he passed away. And the same thing happened with Prince. He invited us to this showcase. We loved it. And I told him, I said, "I want to come to a concert." He said, "We'll make that happen, Meli'sa. No problem." And 3 weeks later, he dies. I was like, "Oh my God, what is going on here?" So, because the same thing. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I did the last performance with him in Los Angeles. He was coming back and he says, I'm going to do shows. And we did 2 shows for 2 nights. Ray Parker Jr. was there. Evelyn Champagne King's people was there. BET was there. It was just great. He was like, we did the show. We had great reviews. And he says, Meli'sa, and I went back to New York. And he says, Meli'sa, we're going to do Dubai next. He says, I'm working on it right now. And I said, okay. And 3 weeks later, he was dead. I said, I don't know what this 3 weeks later is with me, but it's got to stop. Got to
This got
stop.
to stop. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, Footprints of an Angel, that must have been working with you a long while ago. And they just
Yeah.
had some sort of piece and they just, something and it just was
Just
that.
crazy. Yeah. So I've lost a lot of people, but we're meeting new people. We're meeting new people and we're so happy. So
Yes, absolutely.
I'm excited about that. Yes.
Yes. So I know you have a lot of babies as it relates to your music, but I always like to ask this question. What was your favorite? And it could
uh,
be in terms of making it, performing it,
oh,
writing
song.
it.
Uh,
Yes.
Do you still love me? Do
Yes.
you still love
That's
me?
my favorite too.
I just performed that. I perform it all over, but I just performed it in New York, in Brooklyn. Mr. Cheeks was on the show Saturday, and I just performed it.
Yes. Shout out to
When
Mr.
that
Cheeks.
song came, to hear the audience singing the whole song, it really, because I know they do that for Do Me Baby, but when to hear like 1,000 people singing Do You Still Love Me was like amazing to me. I was like, wow, that really touches you. And they're like, that's our song, Meli'sa.
That's
It's like,
our
wow.
song. Yes.
That's a
Yes.
question everyone has to ask someone in a relationship, big, tall, skinny, you know, cat, dog, whatever. Well,
Do you
that,
still love me?
you know, my cat always does to me, meow, meow. And I'm, yes, baby, still love you.
That's it. I love it. I love it. Yes. I mean, of course you have so many classics, of course, and it's a list. Back Together Again is one of my favorites also. And
Yeah.
yeah, and I was working with Freddie Jackson. So how was that?
He is my musical brother. That's what I call him. Freddie Jackson is my musical brother. I always tell I wish we would just go on tour like Regina goes on tour with Peebo and like Stephanie goes on tour with the Whispers. Me and Freddie should go on tour like every year because we
Go.
we out together touring and that's a tour that everyone loves to see.
Yes.
So
Yes.
spoke to him recently. He congratulated me on Footprints of an Angel, and he said he's writing stuff for his mom now, and I thought that was a nice. He said you was
Sweet.
inspired to write something for my mom who passed away, and I was like that's wonderful, and I just wish we worked together more. Yeah, because he really is my
Maybe
music.
that'll be. Yeah, that definitely could be coming up, of course, with everyone back out and enjoying the concerts and that. So
Yeah.
it could be for sure. What were your musical influences growing up?
Oh well, Aretha Franklin, loved her. We started out in my mom's living room at 9 years old singing Aretha Franklin. Recict, and what means to me. Recict, take care, TCB. Ow! So,
Yes, I actually was watching her documentary, well, the one that Jennifer Hudson did, of course, last evening, and she has an amazing story. I've seen a couple of stories about her, but just very, 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 very emotional with
yes, and
everything that she went
I don't know if people know that she was really short. She was like 5 feet.
through.
She
Really? No, I wouldn't have gotten that either.
Shaka is short too, but her and Shaka like around the same height. You would think that with that big voice and everything, when you see her on TV, that she's like, 5'6", 5'7", because
Right.
six, I'm 5'6", and she was really like 5 feet. When I first seen her, I was like, oh my goodness, she's so short, and that was one of the things that really amazed me because her voice is so big. You think that she's like huge woman, but she
I would
wasn't.
have thought, I
Yeah,
would have thought as well, especially watching her perform like, at the White House and that kind of thing, that she was,
yeah,
oh
yeah.
wow.
Five
Yeah,
feet. Yeah, 5 feet. Yeah.
amazing. Bucket list. Who do you have that you'd like to work with?
I would love, because I was able to work with Jay-Z on Can't Knock the Hustle. I would love to work with Drake and do some sort of collaboration because I think he really is a prolific rapper songwriter. He doesn't just rap and sing about anything. So I would really love to work with someone like that. Uh, I like
Wow.
I would love to work with Kim. I love
Yeah.
the smoothness of his voice. And I would even say uh, Anthony Hamilton.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hamilton. I like people that bring just that different flavor.
Yeah, but the voice tone would be
Yeah,
so very smooth with you.
yeah,
Um, and that goes really well, that pairs well together, as we would say.
yeah,
Yeah, it pairs well. I can see that. But now going back to the hip hop, we can't forget to talk about Fool's Paradise because that is still the party record. And it was sampled well, not so many times, but it was sampled
yeah,
by some of our legendary hip hop artists. And I was amazed to see that was happening, as well as on the New Jack side with Bobby Brown sampling it as well, with his song Girl Next Door. So I thought that was just like super, super cool that hip hop and R&B love Fool's Paradise, because we, of course, we love to party to Fool's Paradise.
yes. And you wouldn't believe it's bigger over in the UK than it is
I
here.
believe it. I believe it. They love everything there.
Yeah, how much bigger it's like an anthem over there. I mean,
Yeah.
everyone knows it. Um, LL Cool J has sampled it. Oh my God, Jay Z and Mary J. and some other people, and
Yes.
Trina and Trick
Yes.
Daddy
Yes.
sampled the theme song for Love and Hip Hop Miami. So I just thank them because those checks come in monthly.
Look, cheers to that, because we know
Yeah,
that you watch the coin. So,
cheers.
yes, cheers to Fool's Paradise, because that
Yes,
is definitely, as Fat
yeah.
Joe would say, get into the bag. So,
Yes.
yeah,
And I'm so thankful when that comes in. It has helped me through the pandemic. It has helped me in my life. It has helped me, just have a financial stability with them sampling that song and it being that huge. Uh,
amazing.
I'm really thankful, and I love singing it in front of a live audience. To hear them, get them jump up and start singing and dancing and having a good time. Oh, it's just wonderful. And I always say now, even especially after the pandemic, because the first time I did that after the pandemic and to see people, just release like that, oh, it just filled my heart. It filled my heart. So I
Yes.
song can bring happiness and joy and partyism.
Party.
What partyism. This song brings partyism to people's spirit, yeah, and their soul.
Yes. Feel good for you. That's definitely one. And we did do a lot of just kind of tuning in and tapping into what was there when we were growing up and what we loved. And, the DJs obviously were putting out the good music that we're now really loving again. And, it's like not just for cookouts anymore. It's like every day. Like as soon as you get in your car, you're looking for where is the classics, as you say. So we definitely still vibe off of all of it. It's good energy. It feels good. And still a message, we can understand a message
Oh,
that we can
let
share.
me tell you something. That's the thing. There are messages in my song that everyone thinks that every song is a love song, but Fool's Paradise is not a love song. Fool's Paradise is well, it's a love song, but it's a love song between a mother and her child.
Oh, see, we would have never known that. We got
Yeah,
another
like,
exclusive. Look at this,
yeah.
another gem.
Fool's
I would have never picked that.
Fool's Paradise is about a mother or parent telling their son or their daughter, I know you're getting ready to go out in this world, but don't get caught up in the fool's paradise. Because if you do, then don't worry because I'll be here waiting for you when you come off your trip.
Oh, how beautiful.
Yeah, see, so that's what it is. I'm taking out this time to give you a peace of mind because the daughter got snake. Oh, mom, don't tell me what to do. I know what to do. I'm going out here. I've graduated college. I'm going on my own. I'm going to move to Los Angeles. I'm going to move to there. I know what I'm doing. I'm taking out this time to give you a piece of my mind. Who do you think you are? Maybe one day you'll be a star, but until then, baby, I'm the one who's crazy because that's the way you making me feel. So she's literally chastising her child, her daughter. You know what I'm saying? Or her son. You know what I'm saying? Don't be talking to me like that.
Love it. That's
Yeah.
it. That
So
is
yeah,
amazing. The
I'll
theatrics
be
behind it, and it plays out so much in today. It plays out just in what I said to my son before we got on this live.
right.
So I need to play it for him.
Yes, I'll be waiting for you when you come. Because she's like, you tripping. You tripping, but I'll be here waiting for you when you come up the trip. And I guess I will always be the one to bring you back from your crazy, crazy, crazy fool's paradise. So that's what fool's paradise is. It's
Oh
actually
my God.
yes, it's a mother to child, or father to child conversation.
Conversation.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, girl. That's
Isn't
what
that good?
yes. So when you listen to it again, you'll have a whole nother meaning. Oh my God, that is what she's talking about. But what happens with that song? Everyone loves it because everybody's mother or father has talked to them
Is
that way.
saying that and has said that. Yes.
Yeah,
But would never have known that was their relationship.
right. So subliminally, it's in the back of their mind. So when they hear it, they go, "Oh my God, I've heard this before. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it." But they don't click and go, "Wow, yeah." They just relate
Oh
it
my
to a
gosh.
story. Yeah,
That needs to be a commercial now. We're gonna speak that
yeah.
into existence. That needs to be a commercial because we're
Telling you,
all having that.
a commercial. This a commercial song. It's a wonderful. So we're hoping that somebody will pick it up.
Now that you've said it, we now
Yeah,
know what it means. Of
yeah.
course, you think that it's relationship wise because it's just like, maybe like a young couple starting out and one is exploring and the other's like, okay, I see you, but don't get to be too much. That's
See?
what I would have thought.
Yeah, but no, it's actually a mother talking to her child. Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
or a
commercial,
parent.
here we go.
Yes.
I I love it so much. So many gems, so much energy and love and passion behind the music, which is probably why it did so well and why your career
Yeah.
was so amazing. And just for the lack of another word or description, I want to say the diva in you, because just listening to your business practice and the fact that you just took it all by storm and was not going to take no, and had a way and a plan, and you implemented that and stuck to it. And then decades later, you are still standing, still going strong,
Thank you.
still singing amazing. You're in great health, great spirit. It's
Yeah,
just so, 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 so good to take all of that in. It's like, thank
yeah. And my new song is on my independent label, Asylum. So I'm a record owner now. So yes, I'm a label owner
you.
now,
Wow.
and I'm hoping that this does well, and I can pull maybe one or two more really talented people in to my record label.
Absolutely. And please share your information, website, social media, while you're sharing that, so that anyone that wants to follow you, DM you, send you some music, send you something amazing, they can find you.
Yes, well, it's Meli'sa Morgan. There's a one or two on it. Don't worry about all that. If you go Facebook, Meli'sa Morgan, Instagram, Meli'sa Morgan, Twitter, Meli'sa Morgan, LinkedIn, tweet Meli'sa Morgan. Um, uh, let's see who else. Who did I forget? Instagram, Twitter,
Website.
Skype, all of that. You'll find me. You'll find me. My face will pop up. So I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, Twitter, and you'll find me. And
Everywhere.
yes, and I talk about my life stuff. I do things on the side. I do Meli'sa fruit sticks. So I have a lifestyle page that I put pictures up when we decorate the tablescape for Thanksgiving and all that.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, so we do all that, and then you'll see my fruit sticks. I'm associated with Deshawn's restaurant, which is James Brown's daughter and her husband's restaurant in South Carolina, where I do my chocolate dipped strawberries and Meli'sa fruit sticks for Valentine's and Mother's Day and holidays. So
Oh,
we do some
yes.
nice singing. We have fun. Yeah.
That's great. Still sharing the love and the energy, and even in the food and the cuisine, which is another passion of mine. I say love to eat. I love to watch food and love to eat it.
Oh,
So, for
I love
sure.
and see, we do the whole Christmas dinners with, because I don't eat meat and I don't eat chicken, but we do lobster tails
Oh,
and
I'm coming. You say
kind of,
Christmas, I'll be there.
yeah, give it. Yes, all the holidays we try to do something special. Yeah.
I will be there. I'll bring all of the ginger beer you want.
It's in here.
We'll make all the craft mocktails.
We do crab.
Absolutely.
We just went to Myrtle Beach. There's all the crabs we can eat. We ate so much crab. Have you ever done the calabash in Myrtle Beach?
I know, because I'm not when I've gone, I've had a purpose, which was usually basketball tournaments. So I didn't really get
Oh,
to like vacation there.
okay.
So,
Well, let's talk about the calabash. A calabash is their buffet of all you can eat, and
okay.
they have anywhere from 30 to 50 entrees. It's like a big buffet, but it's all you can eat crab legs. Girl, I'm telling you, next time you go to Myrtle Beach, do your basketball, do all of that, but make sure you go to a calabash dinner. Yes.
Wow. So, 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 so cool. Yes, it has been an honor, an awesome time spending, sharing, sipping, and toasting to your
Oh,
journey, your
you.
career, and just being able to take all of that in. We appreciate the time that you've spent here with us,
Thank you.
giving us the gems. Much luck and success with Footprints of an Angel, and we look for new music coming soon, of course.
Yeah. And don't forget the movie comes out the summer of 2022. And everybody go on my YouTube channel and watch the video. We're over 100 and something Ks between my channel and my Vivo channel. So we want to keep those numbers going up. And I thank you so much for having me on your show. I had a good time.
Yes, that is so amazing. Thank you so, so much for joining us. And hang with us just a second. We'll take you out. Ladies
Okay.
and gentlemen, the one, the only Meli'sa Morgan. Yay!
Mm.
Cheers.